I had me some bricks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to Dustin? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make us.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. These folks are ready, and we are underway. This will be taken way up by the 25. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
On second down, Freeman. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Black 58, Royal. Black 58.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Mahomes now to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Fighting to stay upright. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done in the early going.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Hey, Tuesday.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
54, South. Wait. 21.
On third down, Ryan. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Justin Houston in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for. Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Left. There we go. Hey, wait. Right.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On second down, here's Ryan. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's got Sanu. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He's going to get it running right, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look coming.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, after Kansas City losing to New England this past week, we only have one undefeated team remaining. The Rams, 6-0, and they barely beat Denver, but they got it done.
They certainly did. They actually set the pace in that game, Brandon. They got out to a pretty nice lead, and then Denver chopped into it, and the Rams held on late. But you can do that when you have Todd Gurley as your lead running back. Over 200 yards for him. The Rams, as you noted, the last undefeated team in the NFL, and no signs of cooling off, even though they had to go to Denver. Snow in Denver in October, and what was it at kickoff, 25 degrees?
25.
How about that? That didn't even cool those guys off.
This week they'll be at San Francisco trying to get to 7-0. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We now... Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The return man is Hill. They find some open field here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 93 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And now he'll tuck it and run. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. His throw incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Oh, the spin. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. That's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to run with Freeman. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now Ryan, flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Armani Watts. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Hunt. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Right back to him on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And that is incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
12, 21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the keeper, here's Ryan. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. to Vecchio to add the PAT. Here's Bosher to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail. Ace, 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 ace. Z.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. To throw is Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Hey, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. One last shot for Ryan. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.